Carburetor adjustment. I'm having an issue with this trimmer. It's just a Lowe's Husqvarna. It's not a very expensive one. As a matter of fact, this trimmer is probably 6 or 7 years old. But right now it bogs down uh, when I give it gas, and it's just out of whack. The trimmer head's not spinning at the right time. It shouldn't spin, or maybe just barely move at an idle. And this trimmer, the carburetor probably needs to be taken off and cleaned. And that's another video. We can go over that in another video. Clean the carburetor and put new gaskets in it. But in this video, we're just going to adjust it. And you'll need some tools. Most of them. This one takes a spline tool for the adjustments. The low idle and high speed adjustment takes this splined screwdriver, and you can see it says splined on there. And I bought a kit many years ago, just a cheap Amazon kit. Comes in this little case, but all these different types of drivers. That way you can adjust different types of carburetors. And shoot, there's several of them in here, and these little cleaner tools you can clean out your jets with. And it's a nice little kit, and it's not very expensive. Again, I got this one on Amazon a long time ago. So let's talk about what we're doing, and I'll bring you in here and see if I can get you in the picture here. We have 3 screws in here, and this screw here, the one the driver is on, that's the screw closest to the carburetor. That is the low idle adjustment. That adjusts the fuel mixture, the fuel and oxygen. That adjusts what goes into the carburetor at an idle. Now the other screw, the one furthest away from the carburetor, furthest away from the cylinder, that is the high speed. I know this is hard to see. You see those two right there. The one on the right, that one, that is the high speed adjustment. And that adjusts the fuel and air mix at high RPMs. This screw up here, and it's even marked with a T if you're standing like you're going to start it or hold the trimmer. That's just a Phillips head screw, and that adjusts when the trimmer head begins to spin at an idle. So if it's just barely moving like this at an idle, that's okay. But you don't want it spinning at an idle at this pace or faster. You want it to be still or just barely spin. I'll show you one more look at these. Might be able to see it better at this driver kit now that I'm not having to hold them up at an angle. So let's do our adjustment. So when doing our adjustment, we will take both the low and high idle screws and we'll turn them in all the way. And be gentle. You don't have to force it. And as soon as you feel it stop, don't force it. You don't want to ruin that seat. So we got the low all the way in. we got the high all the way in. Now, a good rule of thumb for like a starting point on where to adjust this from, you'll want to open both of them, which means you close them, you're going to turn them clockwise. When you open them, you're going to turn them counterclockwise. So we want to open it back up 1.5 turns, just as a starting point. So there's the high. Here is the low. So we got each at 1.5 turns. Now I'm going to go ahead and start this thing and see if we can get it to run. And then we'll adjust the low idle first, then we'll adjust the high, and we'll adjust the trimmer head sometime in there. Depends on what kind of load it's pulling. Well, it'd help if I choked it. Choked the crap out of it. Let it warm up a little bit. She's cold. She's not going to want to stay running. So we might have to do this several times just to get her going. Kind of slowly turning the choke off. It doesn't like the choke going off. If you're having this issue with your trimmer, don't be afraid to tackle the job. Just try it out and follow my steps, and you can do it. I have faith in you. Okay, so I had to open it up a little more, give it some fuel. And as you can see, well, I guess you can see, the trimmer head is spinning at an idle. That's not good. That's not what we want. The machine's under a load right now. So we're going to get our Phillips screwdriver. We're going to take this load off. We're just going to turn this screw until it stops spinning. I'm loosening the screw. I'm turning it counterclockwise. We're almost there. You can see kind of jumps every now and then, but it's not really moving, just barely, and that's good enough. That's about how it should be. So we're happy with that. Now let's see if she bogs down when I gas her up. So we're gonna give her a little more fuel on the low side. Alright, now on the high side, we're not getting that high speed. So we're probably going to have to richen it up or give it more fuel on the high side. So let's try it. Sounds good now. And that is a carburetor adjustment.